أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, and here we speak truth to power. Here we don't criticize, but if we must, we'd only do it on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. This is the voice of the people, and the voice of the people is the voice of God. And of course, right here, we are representing the masses in the service of God and country. I must warn you, here we don't do politics. What we do is called patriotism. Can I say something more? Can I warn you? Here we are not neutral. We have taken sides. The side of the truth. And of course, my name. Blakk RASTA. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some good amount of heating. At the end of the day, they produce food in all its sumptuousness and palatability. My brother, my sister, this is what we do right here in the African setting. Right here in the black pot, we pick up different ideas from our own brothers and sisters whose hearts are beating for our continent and our land. And then we sieve out all these ideas and pick the creme de la creme and use that for the development of our people, our continent, our land. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Come here, my youth. Now, today we have a number of issues to look at, and I want to go straight to the point. But we must remember that we are being supported by Taptap Send. And when we talk about Taptap Send, now you don't have to travel several miles, several kilometers to locate a certain building, fill out long, lengthy forms before you send money to Ghana. Wherever you are in the world, especially in Australia, in Canada, in America, that's the United States of America, or in the EU, European Union, Portugal, Belgium, Holland, France, and much more. Maybe you are even in the UK, the United Kingdom, or the UAE, the United Arab Emirates, capital Abu Dhabi, or in the city of Dubai. This is the opportunity for you to send money easily to Ghana, to your business partners, to family and friends. Now, what do? Please download the app from Google Play or from App Store and start enjoying the amazing rates that are reigning right there inside Taptap Send. Yes, it's raining amazing rates at Taptap Send. And I'll tell you something. Now, Taptap Send is community-centered. Wherever you are in Ghana, you might have started witnessing the effects of Taptap Send in your area. They help build communities around Ghana and beyond. That is why I am a proud Taptap Sender. Now, with Taptap Send, the speed is like the speed of light. Pew! And it's there. Once you tap, the second tap sends it, and you see a message that says money sent. Now, the person on the other side will call you immediately and tell you that they have received the money. My brother, my sister, Taptap Send is very powerful. Now, if you are a new Taptap Sender, this is a great opportunity for you. Download the app from Google Play or App Store. And then when you are sending your first money to Ghana, use the promo code Blakk RASTA. Remember, Blakk RASTA is capital. BLAKKRASTA, all capital, and it's one word. Blakk RASTA, no space. Blakk RASTA. And when you do that, you will get special bonuses instantly. You stand a chance of having your community or the community of your choice being developed. So you see, that's a great social responsibility. Remember the promo code when you download the app, Taptap Send, from Google Play or from App Store. This is the next thing you do. After filling out the form and sending money to Ghana, all you need to do is to use the promo code Blakk RASTA, and everything is everything. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. We are live on YouTube, also live on Facebook. My brother, you can also find us on Twitter, now called X. We are also on Instagram and also on TikTok. Oh my God, spread the word. This is the show everybody is watching in Ghana right now. We are truly the voice of the people. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo, and here we speak truth to power. Come here. Watch this. Now, the very first story we are looking at today is rolling on the screen. Watch that. Real reason for U.S. visa ban in Ghana. Real reason for U.S. visa ban in Ghana. Now, it has come out that Donald Trump, is planning to ban Ghana when it comes to visa acquisition for the World Cup. In fact, it might even stretch beyond the World Cup. Ghana and some 35 other countries are in the pipeline to getting banned for visas to America. Now, many people have said whatever they want to say. Many other people too don't have an idea. And a lot of Ghanaians are very much worried. My brother, in Ghana, when you get a visa to go to America, it's almost like the gates of heaven have been opened for you to pass through. It's like the Red Sea has been divided into two, and you are taking a majestic walk across. My brother, my sister, that is how much we value visas. People go to church, and they are not praying for their situations to change. They are praying to fly outside the country to America and some other places. And when people go to get visas and they don't get these visas, they are refused these visas. Some even commit suicide because for them, it's either America or death. Sad as it may be, this is the reality. But the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, has thrown some very bitter light, some very nasty light on the real reason for the visa ban or the supposed visa ban of America on Ghana. And this is Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa. What is he saying? Run it, my youth, and let's see exactly what is there. Come here. Now watch this. Ghana being on U.S. visa ban watch list due to high rate of student overstays. And this Ablakwa speaking. Run it, my youth. Now, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, has noted that Ghana was named as part of the visa ban watch list by the United States because of student overstays. According to him, the post by the Washington Post that mentioned Ghana and some 19 other African countries as part of a visa ban by President Trump has been officially communicated to Ghana. Wow. He said, the communication noted that various countries are on the watch list due to various reasons, including terrorism financing, but Ghana's is due to visa overstays, especially by students. Now, the minister's comments follow a Washington Post report suggesting that the U.S. government may be preparing a second wave of travel bans, similar to those introduced during President Trump's first term. While 19 countries were affected then, the new list reportedly includes 36 nations. Speaking during a press briefing on June 26, 2025, Ablakwa said, they have officially informed us of the ban. It's no longer a leaked document. It's official. Blakk stressed that Ghana is proactively engaging U.S. authorities to protect its citizens and avoid potential visa sanctions. Dash it away. My brother, it hurts me that we have to come to this point. America is banning Ghana from coming to America. And there's a whole furor in the country. Imagine America had banned or was planning to ban British citizens from coming to America. What would the British people do? They retaliate. We are also banning your citizens from coming to our country. Who becomes the loser? The citizens would fight for these visas to be restored. True or false? But let Ghana come out and say, we are also banning American citizens from coming to our country. Ghana might end up losing. Because a lot of the investments then, and arguably even now, though China is on the heels of America, are totally and most of the time coming from America. Now the average American coming to Ghana, in fact, we see that as a certain kind of favor done us, true or false. That is why, in fact, when Americans are coming to Ghana, they can go to our embassies and within a day, they can get a visa. Maximum 1 week, they get a visa. Whilst we struggle here, wait several months before we can even get what is called an appointment. When we get the appointment, we are rushed through an interview. An interview that is heard by hundreds of other people in the interview hall of the United States of America Embassy right here in Accra. I see that to be so disrespectful. I am going to America. I come trying to get a visa. And then there is a microphone that I have to speak into and is heard by everybody in the hall. And at every time, there are hundreds of people in there. Everybody gets to know why Blakk RASTA is going to America. Don't we have any privacy anymore? I can entrust you with the reason that I am going to America, but not everybody in the hall. But this is what they do to us when we go for the visas. My brother, my sister, there doesn't seem to be so much respect when we go there because our citizens have made them come to see that their country is far better than ours. And in fact, if you give some Ghanaians the chance to choose between heaven and America, they will choose America. No wonder there are people who tell you that there's nowhere called heaven. The only heaven that we have is America. Glass and guan. My brother, my sister, I am glad that Okujeto Ablakwa has come clean and clear. We are not going to be banned because of terrorism. Thank God. The problem is that our students who go there to study overstay. In other words, when they finish their studies, they still remain in the country doing whatever they want, and we don't have any knowledge of why they are still there. It hurts me. In the days of Kwame Nkrumah, when Kwame Nkrumah sent students from this country to study abroad, they promptly returned. Now when you get a visa as a Ghanaian to study, right after your studies, you hang on. For what? Because you know that coming back home, you are going to struggle to get employment. Number two, the knowledge that you are sending back home might not even be appreciated. Thirdly, the fact that you have been to America, once you arrive home, all kinds of support to you cease because you have been to the white man's land. You are now supposed to feed the family. The family is not supposed to give you anything. These are the reasons, my brother. And it hurts. How can we solve this? It's simple. My brother, any visa that is given to any student from Ghana to study must be tracked. The Ghanaian government must now take it upon itself to track any student that is supposedly traveling to any part of the world to study. What's our number? Just 40 million people. It's like the population of Canada. We are not too many. We should be able to track that. We should be able to track every student who is out there studying. And the government of Ghana should take it upon itself to even sponsor more students to study within Ghana and outside Ghana. Better still, we must make our educational system better. My brother, enhance our educational system. Make sure that it stands on its 2 feet, solid, that we don't have to travel to get the education that we need. For instance, Asante Hine's son, Kwame Chirichie, has traveled all the way to North Carolina to study astronomy. And according to the Asante Mine Press that we read from, there is no university in Ghana that teaches astronomy or that handles astronomy. But I'm told that in the University of Ghana it is done, albeit not too impressive. My brother, my sister, we will not be able to teach every discipline in Ghana. There's no country in the world that teaches all disciplines. By all means, there will be some 1 or 2 disciplines that we are not very much conversant with, and therefore, if we insist on studying those disciplines, we may have to leave the shores of this nation. In fact, in that case, we need to sponsor such students to go out there, study, and make sure that we bring them home to be able to do what? Give back to the society and to the nation. These are all periphery solutions. Now, this is the main solution to the problem. Apart from tracking students, and apart from making sure that government will sponsor students to study abroad and even here, disciplines that are not taught in our country, this is the ultimate solution: patriotism. When Nkrumah was here, many Ghanaians did not even want to leave the shores of Ghana to study or to do anything. They preferred to stay in their beautiful, gold-laden country. My brother, my sister, if we get patriotism right, no Ghanaian will travel outside the nation, go and study on government scholarship or otherwise, and still remain there. He knows that it behoves him to return home as a matter of patriotism, to impart whatever knowledge he has had to the generations that are just upcoming and those yet to come. Simple. If patriotism is right, we will not have a problem with Donald Trump. We will not have a problem with the people of England, Japan, Korea. My brother, my sister, they will be begging us to come to their country. Let us get our educational system right. Aside that, let patriotism work. I am sick and tired of our own people who are not ready to give back to the nation that bettered them, to the nation that cut their umbilical cord. I am still at sea how a lot of Ghanaians only see Ghana as hell, where Satan resides, and any other place on earth as heaven. Patriotism has failed. How many Ghanaians will say, oh, Ghana, dear, sir. Oh, Ghana, dear, sir. Look, I have had people from England, people from New York, America, who have come into this country only last week. And they are telling me how much they would like to come and live in Ghana. Because the crime rate is only 3%. In Accra, that is supposed to be the capital, if you want to hear gunshots, my brother, not on the streets of Accra. Go to a traditional festival where muskets are being fired. Then you will see gunpowder. We don't shoot on our streets in Ghana. We are a very humble people. Very, very hospitable. Yes, we have inferiority complex. Yes, we are poor. Though our land is rich, yes, we have dirty leaders. Yes, we have stupid leaders. But yes, we have a nation that is everything right. We have great leaders who have led this country before. Why should patriotism fail us? Because the man who is even telling you about patriotism, his belt is made in China. The shoe that he's wearing is made in England. The shirt he's wearing is made in America. The underwear he has down there is made in Afghanistan. In fact, the doctor that he sees is right there in Singapore. Nothing about him is Ghanaian except his black color and the language that he speaks. How would you listen to such a man? They don't walk the talk. They don't represent the talk. That is why I have ordained myself as the prophet of patriotism. My duty is to make sure that I preach patriotism. My brother, my sister, I am not against anybody going out there to study. But when they study, they should come home to prepare, to build the same thing that they have gone there to benefit from, or even better. It's only a fool that keeps going to the same source to get the same thing so arduously, day and night, when he could have built the same thing easily in his backyard and go get it. Come here, my youth. Come here. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kokoshonamo, where we speak truth to power. To a black one, I don't know why patriotism has been so downtrodden in our country. Where are all the beautiful patriotic songs that herald the prowess of the Ghanaian heritage and culture? Yan ara sasine tingbang yala te ba tingbang te mane ma malka kane tenek bang te manga cheka di yuledo dan zogo te malpamba ne sangte kate malete ba tingbang na wunang te yiko kate tum te tuma targiche kaba me kananan te tum kache shala. So comes a bang mang ye, go tum da dim ko. So comes a bang mang ye, kate me ting yule do. Ah, it gives me goose pimples. It has tears in my eyes. Powerful lyrics, my brother. And when you sing it in the language that you heard your mother speak, your father speak, your uncle speak, the language that cut your umbilical cord, then you will see the power of patriotism. So comes a bang mang ye, ko tum da dim viale ko. So comes a bang mang ye, kate me tung yule do. Everybody work hard. Everybody stand up and fight so our country too would have its name rise. We have it in almost all the languages in Ghana. Go into our parliament house. Talk to our MPs who are supposed to represent all the communities. Let them sing this or even recite the words of this powerful anthem in any language of the people they represent in their communities. You will see disaster. But they can quote Shakespeare right from page 1 all the way to page 1,000,000. They can quote the Bible right from Genesis 1 all the way down to Revelation. Even God is angry with you. God wants you to know his word. At the same time, he wants you to love your nation and give to your nation what is good. Why? All our youth are running out of the country. I don't have a problem if they are going to study. But no! They are going to kill themselves, be disrespected. Some of them are going to be killed. Some are going to be treated like animals. Our women go out there and dogs are allowed to sleep with them just because of bread. Why? Bread to eat. A dog has to sleep with you, brethren. Some of us, before we travel, we go through the desert. Tuaregs shoot and kill us. My brother, hunger kills us. Some of us, we have psychological problems. PTSD. Post-traumatic stress disorder. We have that when we return, when we become useless. Why can't we replicate this in our country? Why? Every leader is greedy. A greedy leader begets greedy followers. The ministers are greedy. All appointees are greedy. Everybody is looking for a leeway to steal. Why won't dirty people like Trump, uncircumcised people like Trump, can sit down and tell you that, hey, don't come into my country, and you have to go cap in hand, knees aground, and beg, because that is the new heaven. Why? It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we will be making more sense. Until then, hey! Hey! Wayo! It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo. Here we speak truth to power. Remember to send your comments in. We're going to be taking your comments, oh yes, in 2 batches. Story number 2. Sacked Bank of Ghana employees called back. Please share the broadcast. We are live on Facebook and also on YouTube. My brother, the Bank of Ghana is the Central Bank of Ghana. It was established in 1957 by Kwame Nkrumah. It bears the name of a great country, Ghana. From ancient times, from the days of Dinga Sise, all the way down to Tinkaminan. It's a great country called Ghana. Last week, we started hearing about some 100 people sacked, employees of the Bank of Ghana. And we were wondering what the problem was. So many people came out and rebelled. And in fact, pleaded with the Bank of Ghana to look at their dismissals again. What was the reason? And what was the problem? All of a sudden, the Bank of Ghana has decided to rescind its decision and bring back all 100 people who were fired. Is it a good answer to the problem? Or is it just a scratch on the back of a crocodile? Run it, my youth. Watch this. From Ghana Web, it says, Bank of Ghana reserves decision to fire 97 workers hired in December 2024. Okay, so the word there is reverses. Bank of Ghana reverses decision to fire 97 workers hired in December 2024. Now look at the date. December 2024. December 2024. Who was in power at the time? Nana Akufo-Addo, just about to leave power. That's what they normally do. When they are leaving power, then instantly they start to infest the various institutions with their cohorts, with their stooges. They do that every time. Because when they are out of power, they want to be able to get returned to power using some of these things. They say, oh, one good 10 deserves another. How many people understand this? Mahama said that no more employments and appointments be made, or else if he took over the power, the reins of power in January 2025, he will reverse all those appointments. He told us and made it clear. But we are told Mahama himself did it in his last tenure. Last few days in power, those who felt aggrieved that they had not been given anything, it's the job for the boys' time. They give them anything, square pegs in round holes. But Mahama did warn them that he would do that. Was that the reason? Let's watch this. After internal deliberations and mounting public pressure, the Bank of Ghana has unexpectedly reversed its decision to terminate the employment of approximately 97 staff members hired in December 2024. Uncertainty now surrounds the initial move, which the central bank had previously defended as a routine post-probation assessment. Now, this reversal calls into question the earlier justification for the layoffs. Now, the affected employees have been informed that their contracts will no longer be terminated as initially announced, according to a report by myjoyonline.com. Now, sources say the decision was made during a board meeting held this week, and the affected employees have been asked to report back to work next week. Internal sources suggest that pressure from both within and outside the institution may have influenced the choice. In fact, the change in course. Now, the BOG has earlier justified the termination, stating that they followed a thorough assessment conducted by the Department of Human Resources and Capacity Development. Dash it away. My brother, this would have been very normal. It's probation. Normally, probation in Ghana is between 3 months and 6 months. I have been on probation before, and I've always beaten my probation. My brother, my sister, it is good to have probationary periods. It is to assess you. You have come for the interview, you have spoken well. We have your CV. Everything looks right. But let's look at the human factor. Can you deliver on the job? Then you come in. We use 3 months to 6 months to assess your ability on the job. If we are satisfied, we keep you in there. If we are not, we lay you off. It happens. Sometimes we lay you off, not because you are incompetent, but because we are folding up. But in the case of the BOG, the Bank of Ghana, they said it was a probationary period. And they realized that these 97 were actually not fit for the job, so they took them out. But it also came out that the 97 were the same people that were brought in by the last government. So it looked like a witch hunt. Are they not Ghanaians? Or because they hold a certain party card, they cease to be Ghanaians. Now, party cards in Ghana represent identities and passports, right? I do agree that stupid governments will just throw away like that when they are getting out of power, just to be able to pay back in a way to their apologists. But may I make this point clear? After the Bank of Ghana saw this and decided to send them away, the public made noise, internal wranglings, and they decided that bring them back. Now these people are back. Is it a good idea? Now they say, once bitten, twice shy. If I worked with a company and then they fired me, and all of a sudden, because of some pressure, they bring me back, it will be very difficult for me to deliver from the bottom of my heart. It will be time to steal now and prepare for yet another sack. I might be wrong. But my brother, if I had a girlfriend, and this might be extreme, forgive me. who decides to kick me out for no reason absolutely. And all of a sudden, because some people talked to her and she brought me back, when I go in there, I am not sure I will give my 100% the way that I gave it at the beginning. Now I can say Papa nyeshea. Boniso nyeshea. There can people say, if my doing good is not good enough, then be ready for the side that does bad. I am not suggesting that these people shouldn't have been brought back. And I am not also suggesting that it is a bad thing that they put them in there to employ them in the last dying embers of the last government. But did the last government do due diligence? Now, this government that came in, did they look at the CVs of all these people? Did they vet them? Were they qualified for the job or not? If they were, why were they sent away? Now, if when they came to work, they didn't do well enough, then no reason should make you bring them back. In that case, Ghana is losing. It's a stupid thing. Please come with me. Let me explain it better. Come here. Watch this. If my enemy decides to leave some people to work in my farm, when I was away, now I returned. I've come to the farm. My enemy's people are working there. What do I do first? I need to sit them down and find out whether they can do the work or not. Are they doing it from the bottom of their hearts? Do they have the requisite qualification for this? If yes, I give them the benefit of the doubt. From when I was a little boy, I was never interested in somebody telling me, oh, this person is a bad person, this person is wicked, this person is that. I will hear it. I will let it be at the back of my mind. I will be cautious, but I will not judge the person. Most of the time, your enemies stop you from getting better by whispering rumors into your ears to distract you and to stop you from going into the promised land. How many people agree with me? Can I come back to this BOG thing? In conclusion, first and foremost, why did they wait till the last minute before they inundated all these institutions with the people? The reason is simple. They probably didn't have the budget to pay all these people. Now that they are going, they want to destroy the next government. So they over-employ so that the next government would have to cough out the money to pay all these guys. Do you get it? You have been good to me. Some 100 people have been good to me. And they always come to me asking me for employment, but I know I cannot pay them. Now I am about to leave my post. I don't care how the next person is going to raise the money to pay these people. I am away. If I call these 100 people and say, hey, I have employed you, indirectly I won't be the person to struggle and pay them after I've left. But they will give me all the credit because I was the one who employed them. Now the next person who sits in my shoes would have to cough out the money, conjure the money to pay all these people that I couldn't pay when I was in power. You see the sense behind it. That's what Nana Akufo-Addo did. So it would have been all right for the government to say, you know what? Nana Akufo-Addo brought all these people, knowing very well he couldn't pay them when he was president for 8 years. Now he has inundated all these institutions with so many employees, pushing the government to the end to be able to raise money to pay these people. It's criminal. You would have been justified to lay these people off like that. But what are the laws of Ghana saying? When you lay off these people, you pay them 1 month's salary in lieu of notice. It's sad the way we do our politics. To be honest with you, bringing these people back there, I know that the Bank of Ghana knows that they are qualified. But because of unemployment, these people have to sit home. They know that it will be difficult to pay them. But for political reasons, they have to break their necks so that they won't be in the bad books of the people. 100 people. Do you know how many mouths these people are feeding? One person could be feeding at least 10 people. 10 times 100. What do you get? 1,000 people. Those 1,000 people also have people that benefit from them, people they influence. If they all gather, they can make you lose an election. In fact, it has a spiral effect. Don't just look at it easily. Mahama is wicked. He's like, hey, think deeply. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we still have more. We will be taking your messages and then we'll close with the last story. Hey! Wayo! Wayo! Awesome.
Blakk Pot.
It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo. And here we speak truth to power. Come here. Let's look at your messages quickly as we are about to say bye-bye to you. All right? Let your messages keep coming in. Please make sure you share the broadcast so many more people can be right here to see what is happening. Jose Kofi says, great to see you again, my brother. Mohammed Banjer once says, we are alive and live with the Blakk Pot to close the week with Ali Sheikh Abubakar Ahmad, Black Rasta. I always feel happy when you sign in with Al-Fatiha. Come here! Signed MC Scorpion inside a Shyman. Kojo One Fool says, tell it to the people, Black Rasta. Benzino says, African teacher Black. Greetings, my lord. Trump be nobody. Dumb Trump. Good song by you, Black. We should build our own heaven so that these people don't force anything down our throat. Africa will be our paradise. I agree with you, Benzino. Gosway Jata says, come here. Wayo. Scribo Media says, greetings, Black Rasta. Okay? JDSGH says, greetings, Black. We are live. Wayo. Today I'm late to class. All right? Don't be late again. Kojo One Fool says, the fish rots from the head. I feel you, my brother. I feel you too. To my darling says, I just joined the class with the deep quote of the day. My Professor Black Rasta elaborated more for me because it's deep. Greetings to all my fellow patriotic Ghanaians doing the listening. Much love. All right. More comments. Duabil Zorbil says, final day show of the week. May we end up successful without any technical alagbaja. Okay? Solomon Entry says, watching you live from Burkina Faso, the land of the upright. I love you more, Black. Love. Conscious Agbemenu Ahosu. Preach on, Black Rasta. Ready, we ready. Black Empire Media is here to stay. Amuwa fire. Omaimba Nana Nyansayini Angwa says, preach on, Rasta. Wu Venu Michael says, Preacher on Rasta. Mark Romeo 4 says, respect Professor Blakk. Zion Genesis says, evening everyone. I says, say it loud. Kwame Selam says, teach them Blakk. Edie Mambo says, bro, I love watching your program. Thank you so much. Teach them. Okay, so somebody says he wants me to elaborate on the quote of the day, right? Put up the quote of the day. Is from Forbes Burnham. Forbes Burnham. All the way from Guyana. My brother, my sister. And it's a deep quote. Watch this. It says, make no little plans. They have no magic to stir men's blood. In other words, when you are making plans, make big plans. Don't say, oh, let me do it small because I can't achieve it. No. It's good to be reasonable, but aim high. My brother, shoot so high that even if you miss the moon, you will land on the stars. Make big plans, aim high in hope, and work. You see? So when you make the plans and aim high, what do? Forbes Burnham says you have to do what? Work! And let your watchword be order. Be orderly. Orderliness will work. So you aim high, you hope high, but you must work hard. And your watchword must be what? Order. Order. And your beacon, beauty. In other words, the highest point you want to achieve, let it just be beautiful. Oh, Jesus. This is deep. Forbes Burnham. All the way from Guyana. I was in Guyana. I went all the way to the capital, Georgetown. And they are great people. In fact, they are 99% Ghanaian. That country was built by Ghana people. If you haven't been to Guyana yet, soon we're going to be arranging to have some people visit Guyana on, yeah man, an excursion kind of, and you will like it. Okay. Final story. Rwanda bans used clothes. Broniwewu. That is it. It comes in bales. We have won this. Now what are these? These are things that people wear. And to be honest with you, when people die, sometimes their clothing, their families just collect and then they, give them out like this. Sometimes they sell them and then our people go and collect them and bring them here to sell to us. A lot of the time, they are fumigated before they are brought here. In other words, they use chemicals, smoke, whatever it is. That is the process of fumigation to kill out every bacteria before they bring this one out to us to sell. In fact, in our Broniwewu here, we buy panties. Women go there and buy panties. I'm sure if they were used parts, sanitary parts, some people in my country will buy those. They buy anything that the white man has used or touched. It's better than anything. And you know how they call them? Home use. If it's an old rickety bicycle that has come into the country, as long as they say it's a white man who used it before, they call it home used. So they buy it. The home used one is better than the real home used one. You live in Ghana, yet American used products are called home used. Those that you use in your home Ghana, no, they are second hand. That's how they do it. When you go out there to those areas to buy things, in order for them to price it high, they tell you this is home use and this is Ghana second hand. They were used on the roads of Ghana. So this is trash. If you want the trash, bring 2 pesos and take that. But home used, though it looks old and rickety, the white man used it. Bring $100 and take that. Bam! You want that. Mental problem. Let's concentrate on Bronyiwewu. You know why our people call it Bronyiwewu? That's fancy. The Twi people say Bronyiwewu. And in the north, we who don't speak Twi so much, we say Bronyiwewu. 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 Yeah, chamate the Bronyiwewu. That means I'm going to buy Bronyiwewu. I don't know how the Frafra people call it. Neither do I know how the Dagati people call it. But in the north, the common name is Bronyiwewu because of the accent. Fantis say Bronyiwewu. The Asante people say Bronyiwewu. That means a dead white man's clothes. A dead white man's clothes. Master, let dead Ghanaian people's clothing be packed and be brought there that they are selling. Everyone will run away from them. They believe that the ghost of those people who died will chase them. Nobody will buy the clothes of a dead Ghanaian. Even if they are family members, sometimes it will take a lot of prayer and anointing water from a certain charlatan pastor to clear the ghosts before you can wear what they have left behind. But we trust the white man for the things that he brings to us. We don't know where he wore them to. We don't have an idea what kind of person he was. He could be suffering from leprosy. We don't care. He's been fumigated. It's okay. He could even be worshiping anything. We don't care. We wear it to church. But our own brethren and sisters, we will never wear anything that belongs to them. It's a mental sickness. It's madness. It's madness. Rwanda says, Dabi, anything that is coming from Europe, anything that is coming from the West, in the name of Bronyiwewu, whether it's a shoe or it's a shirt and underwear, hey, Rwanda is not ready for that. Put it out. Who is the president of Rwanda? You know him, right? You know the president? That's him. Paul Kagame is his name. Rwanda is fast catching up with the rest of the world. You wouldn't even believe that they had a genocide going on there from 1990. Hutus and Tutsis. Do you remember? Paul Kagame has done so well with his country. This is it. Rwanda has officially banned the importation of second-hand clothing and footwear from Europe, along with substandard garments and shoes from China. They have added the Chinese. Substandard shoes, they won't wear. You know why we cannot import things from China that are second-hand? I'm talking about clothing. The average Chinese man is small. So if you bring second-hand clothing from China, it's babies who would wear that. My brother, my sister, on a more serious note, Paul Kagame is not only even talking about Bronyiwewu. He's saying that apart from Bronyiwewu, that they have banned in their country, now you can't even eat British food. You can't eat American food in Rwanda. They will go from all restaurant to restaurant and make sure no British food is served. No American food is served. No Chinese food is served. Everybody must eat Rwandan food. Food that is planted in their backyard, that is what they would eat. Run it, my youth. It's terrible. Watch this. We are creating jobs, empowering local production, and building a self-reliant economy. We should wear what we produce and produce what we wear. Hallelujah. This is Paul Kagame. That's what Kagame is saying. Very soon, my brother, my sister, this will be seen as arrogance. But it's not arrogance. It's just developing our economy and loving what we produce. My brother, my sister, it is sad that you live in Ghana and your delicacy is Indian food. Even when the Indians come to Ghana, they still import their food from India and eat. It is only Africans who travel out of Africa and they want to eat anything that is served in the kitchen of the white man. Our food naturally protects us from cancer. But the silly people that we are not ready to think. Now, let's just look at the effects. In just 2 minutes, I'll be done. Rwanda has refused to import Broniwewu. They save their populace from diseases, skin diseases and whatever. They are saving their textile industry so that their traditional clothes can make sense. Now look at a photo of Ghanaian children wearing a traditional attire. You know what the meaning is? Watch this. This is tradition. They might be students, but this is a Ghanaian tradition, something, African print, and it promotes national pride, celebrates Ghanaian heritage, and reinforces cultural identity among the youth from an early age. Dash it. From a young age, I refused to appear European or American because I'm not. I decided that 99% of all that I will wear will be African. 99%, sometimes 200%. My brother, my sister, I won't moralize it on anybody. Let us love our culture. Let us be patriotic. Let's start to respect our farmers to feed us. I won't speak anymore. To my professor, Professor Albion Mens, all the way inside the University of Central Missouri, I love you and I appreciate you. They who even live in America, you see them wearing African clothes, even in winter. When you wear this in Ghana, you say, oh, it's old men who wear that. Say, hey, live band music, oh, it's old men. So what do young people enjoy? Foolishness? As if somebody was never young. Somebody was never 10. Somebody was never 15. Be wise. You are selling yourselves back into slavery. Be smart. It's the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonomo. And here we speak truth to power. Shall we look at your closing thoughts? And we are done for the day. Okay? So, Balisi we say. Balisi we say. AJ. Again. Wow. Balisi we say. Sounds like a Sisala name. Wow. Balisi we say. They have chosen God. That's the meaning. We have chosen God. Like the Bible says, as for me and my family, we shall serve God. Mubarak MBK, now that you know, what should you do? Tompo says, do we have laws in Ghana, my brother? Maybe we have, but we do not practice them, or else both NDC and MPP should be in jail by now. Of course. David O'Day says, Akufo-Addo is a real bad man. And he says, bad man everywhere. Bala Majid says, I have been listening to you for over 15 years now. And the effect is that you have awakened the patriotism in me. You are indeed the prophet of patriotism. I salute Bala Majid. David O'Day comes back to say, we see them from afar, bad mind people. Joche Paul says, greetings, Blakk. In fact, the way you share your knowledge alone always tells me that you are the epitome of knowledge, Blakk. I really love you and like your hard work, bro. Keep it up with the fire. Love you, Joche Paul. and keep the fire blazing. Rap Thunder says, mentor forever. We really love you, legendary. Blakk Triple Chef says, I am really proud of you, sir. And I'm proud of you, sir. J.K. Doveni Quist. He says, I'm always here anytime you are on leave. The patriotic preacher of our time. God bless you. Conscious Agbemenu Ahosu is laughing his ribs dry. Sedu Isaka says, what's up, Black Rasta? Well, the blue skies and a beautiful country. All right? So my name is Black Rasta, and I would like to say thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. God be with you. Have a happy weekend. And remember to be patriotic. God bless you. Hey, yo! Hey, way! Way, yo!